how are you? Hey, Kelly. The dumpster fire burneth again. Oh god, this game. The only reason I want to finish it is because I want it off my fucking PlayStation. And I feel like it's gonna curse my other games. Like it's gonna infect them somehow. Oh my god. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna apologize in advance.
Midnight each day.
On Valentine's night.
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home.
David is my husband.
All on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
I'm a qualified angel
and
of death.
Hilda.
I black out.
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
Naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
David hunts,
I can change my skin.
then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his...
There's someone else in my hour.
I brought David back to life.
I removed the chains, dressed her.
It was Iris.
We could try shifting now.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Sorry.
We both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind.
I'm not broke.
It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are
Grateful if you could see your way to declaring me
I wonder how many of these
insane, or at
actors
least
are homeless
temporarily
now.
insane.
There was no flame. And then there was.
I'll kiss a guy,
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
and then he just follows me.
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
Wherever I go.
How can I
May
skip
just
this?
still-
I just want to be done with it. There we go. Okay. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's see who we got. Oh god, we gotta start with
Fine.
Bryce.
I'm worried. My pursuer in the hour, he's definitely military. I've developed a new skill to deal with him.
Uh-huh.
It's more of an old skill I'm bringing back to life.
Kelly.
A while ago, when I was feeling pretty low, I teleported into this office to get some antidepressants.
Okay.
But last night, my pursuer approached me, drawing something from his jacket. I had nowhere to go. I remembered I could teleport, so I did. Back home.
Oh god.
I don't know anything about sleeping pills. Why would I want any? I want to stay awake for my extra hour, not sleep through it. I saw Jessica across the street this morning. She waved, but I just crumbled. Ever since I took those photos, I haven't been able to face her. Do you think I should tell her about the photos?
Oh yeah, the
Doctor?
naked photo lady. I forgot about her. Oh god, do we tell Jessica about the photos or do we not tell Jessica about the photos? That is a good question. I would say no.
I didn't think I should either. She'd hate me forever. Maybe when she next waves, I'll at least wave back.
Kelly, quantum bullets are ready. If you haven't checked out the thumbnail, I just uploaded
Work
it right
is
now.
fine. If anything, I've been falling behind again. I think it's the stress of not being alone in the midnight hour anymore. I stole a painting. There, I've said it. It was from the local gallery, Providence. I really like it, but I can't afford it. So I took it.
Uh-huh.
It's just that one thing, just the painting I've stolen recently. I think my new pursuer is unraveling me. Is it okay to steal things, Doctor? If I really like them?
No, it's not okay to steal things.
I thought you'd say that. I will do my best to refrain from it.
We need to
But I
teleport
can't
this game off
promise
my PS4 in post-haste. Hey, Beck, thank you. You might regret that like, Beck, because this game is a hot fucking mess.
Dr. Dekker would take a sneaky dram from a bottle he keeps in his desk. He probably thought I was too busy rambling to notice. But I'm a very astute rambler.
I am a very astute rambler. Keep that in mind.
My pursuer. He's measured in his approach, watching, testing. When he finally came for me, I wasn't ready.
Yeah, this game
I
is a
think
hot
he
dumpster fire
underestimated me, though.
epic
And that
epic
allowed me
proportions
to
spec.
escape. He didn't think I'd be able to just...
I'm just trying to finish it so I
leave.
can delete it off my PlayStation.
Why do you think he's coming after me, Doctor? Oh, I think I might know. I think he's death, Doctor. I think I saved that old woman from burning to death in bed,
I think
and now
you can
he's
see him
coming
reading
after
the
me.
the cue cards
to
or whatever
even the
he's
score.
reading. His eyes are going back and forth.
Do you think it could be death?
I'm doing okay, Beck. I'm actually going in for surgery on Friday, so no, I don't think
It's
it's
just me. I'm going crazy.
Yeah, a hot
I'm
mess
so
is an
strange.
understatement. I was being nice.
Everything about me is strange already, but to have another
But
presence in
tomorrow's
my
the day
hour,
off, so I'm happy about that.
it's unhinged me.
It's unhinged you. You were unhinged before.
Yes, you're right. Sorry, I did come to the office once for an unscheduled visit. Forgot.
Downing. Downing. Welcome back.
I wrote a prescription out for myself and got it
I think
made
it'll
up.
be alright. It's just I
Dr.
have to have
Dekker
something
didn't have to
repaired
know.
from a previous surgery that I'm having issues with, so it's an in and out kind of thing, and
I was as
I should be
surprised as you
alright,
are.
I think.
I just imagined I was somewhere else.
Hopefully I
And
won't
there
have the same
was.
problem I had last
Perhaps
time where I
Dr.
stopped
Dekker was
breathing in the
right.
middle of the surgery.
Think of something, and it becomes real.
What's up,
if
Downing?
you believe in it. But I'll only do it wisely.
My bot's
Imagine
not
the
working. I
mistakes
don't
you
know
might
why.
make. Don't want to become one with the igneous layer too soon.
Okay, hang on 1 second. I gotta message Fab real quick. Alright, let's see. Okay. What did you just say? Currently trying to think of something witty and funny so this chick on Tinder can show her married friends, like her profile says.
These sessions cost a lot of money, Doctor.
Okay.
I'm not just going to leave in the middle of one. But I can see you don't believe me. Do you really want me to teleport, Doctor?
Ask her what the two sexiest animals in the barnyard are. And then when
Good.
she says she doesn't know,
I was
say,
starting to think you didn't
brown
care
chicken,
about me
brown
one way or the other.
cow. Didn't you say before that you took sleeping pills for
Did I
depression?
say that? Did I really? Well, I can't really remember saying anything like that. I didn't take the doctor's temazepam. I took the ones that Dr. Dekker prescribed me. My head's in a strange place at the moment. It's difficult to remember everything. No, I'm not becoming him. I'm not becoming Dekker. Yes, that's David Castleford. I've no idea when it was taken. Shocking composition.
Dr. Dekker.
No, Doctor. No, you can't. I've seen what you can do. You can listen and ask, but you don't have any real power. I was one of Dr. Dekker's first patients. I wasn't referred by anyone. My GP recommended I saw
I don't
someone
know about that one,
privately.
Downing.
I think he was just sick of listening
I mean,
to
I've
me
never been
complain
married, so
about
maybe
how
I'm
little
completely off
time I
base here,
had
but...
during our 10-minute slot.
Oh, shit, I just dropped my phone. Sorry. Alright, we can skip. Oh, we have a new patient, you
Scarlet.
guys! Scarlet!
I haven't been in since he died. Since Dr. Dekker died.
Yeah, I
He
don't know.
was
I just, I've been
a
engaged twice,
complicated
but
man, as I suppose most people
never went
are.
through with it. Kelly.
His external persona didn't match what he dreamed about.
I don't know. I guess I just didn't feel like it was the right situation for me.
His dreams were amazing, filled with a spectrum of
I kind of
colours
like living
and
alone.
creatures.
I mean,
It
I
was
come
like
and go as I
Narnia for
please. I
grown-ups.
take off when I want. I travel when I want. I don't have
That
kids.
was
It's
in
just,
the beginning.
I'm pretty freaking happy.
I'm a dream walker.
Oh God, another
I can
one?
visit people and help them in their dreams.
God, these people are fucking batshit
You've not
crazy.
caught up on all his old patients yet.
I got a freaking time traveler. I got a freaking dream walker now. I've got a mermaid. I don't know what the hell is wrong with these people.
Fluid, soft,
Married to the cat.
intricate things. I couldn't draw a picture if you asked.
Oh my God, I game naked half the
they
time. Half the time I'm
drew
streaming, I'm
to
like
them.
completely naked. Right now I have a t-shirt on, but that's it.
They looked a little strange.
That's why like
but you felt compelled
when I get my
to watch
PC, I know I'm gonna set it up so I can like cam and stuff like that, and I'm gonna miss being comfortable. So I might only cam like once in a while.
Chaotic, dark,
Kelly.
like an
Fuck
earthquake.
my life, is that
Everything
another
you
one?
stood on shifted into something else. I think he was fighting with something internally,
Holy shit, this game is so bad.
and it was winning.
I know, right, Beck?
I don't know. It's a turn of phrase.
I'm comfortable naked. I hate wearing clothes.
Inner demons?
Like the first thing I do when I come home from
Insanity?
work is like
I don't
completely
know.
get naked, and then I change and work
can
out,
visit
and then I get naked
dreams,
again,
but I can't
and then I
force
take
the
a shower,
dreamer
and then I
to
stay
interact
naked.
with me.
Media, really?
It's something I've been able to do since I was little. I was born an identical
Her
twin.
teeth are
and my
just, her
sister
grill
and I
is just
shared
messed
dreams.
up. I
We
know
just
what's
thought
closed.
it was normal. When our younger brother started having night terrors, we helped him. I just need to know the person, a little, and know they're dreaming. Then I can sort of jump into them.
Oh yeah, I mostly don't either. I don't forget, I just don't wear them. I can't stand them.
It's something, I think, in my mind. Firstly, I need to sleep myself. I'm constantly
Clothes
tired,
are
so I
overrated,
can pretty
exactly.
much sleep on demand. Before I go, I think of jumping into
Yeah,
that
9 times out of
person.
10 when I'm home, like especially on the weekends or whatever,
That's how it works for me.
I'm
I've
either
tried teaching
naked
others,
or I just
but
have like a
I
big
don't
t-shirt
know if
on,
anyone
like
else
with
can
nothing
do
underneath.
it.
I'm happy and content, and it's nice and cool in my house.
I don't know.
Code
Lots
Commando
of
is right,
people.
Downing.
Whenever I get
You remember
close
the
enough
rule
to
of
tell
commando.
somebody
You
about
never
it,
go
the
commando
first
in
thing
somebody
they
else's
want to do
fatigue.
is try it out or have me visit their dreams.
I am so
That's
concerned for my
kind of
sanity
why I'm
after
here.
playing this game. I might need serious physical therapy or trauma
Relationships.
therapy.
It's difficult to sustain
See,
them.
Downing knows what's up, even though I don't have balls.
I'm
but
not
you
just
know what I
talking
mean.
about romantic entanglements. It's hard keeping friends too. Like I said before, I tell them about my ability and they immediately want to try it out.
She needs to use her ability to fix her fucking teeth, because that's
The
all I can
problem
stare
is-
at.
I don't normally like what I see.
Yeah, no, I get that, Downing.
I think people try to show off. Firstly, they're a bit shocked if I turn up in their dream. But when they're comfortable with that, they start to put on a
Why?
show.
I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but is there a reason
But
why,
most
media?
people can't control their dreams. So they tend to turn into nightmares pretty quickly.
There's a few dates that I wish I hadn't gone on, I
look.
can tell you that.
I'm dreaming of a giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Oh,
What?
why is it destroying New York?
It doesn't suck, Downing. It's just, you know, there's a
When
bunch of
you've-
weirdos out there.
Experienced someone's dream, if they've been a bit creepy in it or terrified me, it's hard to look someone
I'm
in
not
the
afraid
eyes
of
after
commitment
that.
in the least. I just,
It's
you know, it's going to take a
embarrassing.
magical unicorn of a man for me to commit to.
What should I do,
So-
Doctor? Should I not tell people about my ability? Keep it a secret, bottle it up.
There are. I actually went on a blind date that I met online, and we went out for Mexican food.
I'm not sure.
And
that's
over the chips
healthy,
and salsa appetizer that they
but
bring you, he tried to convert me to be a Jehovah's
give it
Witness.
A try. What if it accidentally comes out?
I think that's one of the worst.
Is there
ones I've
anything
ever
else
had.
I can do to stop pushing people away? So, if I could breathe through my ears, you wouldn't want to see it. I do say no. A lot. But I usually cave eventually.
Before. Yeah.
Double honest. Interesting.
Yeah, I totally left before.
I suppose I haven't really tried.
I was like, I thought he was, like, at first I thought he was
I
kidding.
might just give that a go.
And I was like, oh, that's funny. And he's like, no, I'm serious. And I'm like, yay, Fab's here. Hi, Fab. And I was like, dude, you gotta be kidding. He's like, no.
It's
I was like, I'm out.
to do when you
Oh, hi, Mark.
experience them like I do.
I did not hit her. I did not.
But I know what
Hi,
you're
Mark.
saying is right.
Fab, I
A
think
lot of the
my
time
bot
I
went.
assume people are controlling
It
their
hasn't
dreams
announced
like
my
I
last
can,
2 streams.
but they're
I think
probably
it
directed
might.
by their
It
subconscious.
might have been hit
and
by Mark,
who controls that?
or it might have been sucked into the abyss that is this game. I don't know.
He's dead now, so I suppose it won't affect him if I admit that. So yes, I was.
Yeah, it hasn't announced a stream since
Not
the
near the
bunker
end,
one.
though.
I'm not sure.
Not when his dreams started changing.
I know Fab is my tech
Like
god.
I said, my ability ruins
Swedish tech god.
relationships.
It doesn't like me anymore, Fab, because I'm
told
playing
you?
these horrible games.
Jaya.
It's like, nope, we're not even going to tell anybody that you're playing this. This is just, we're going to pretend this never happened.
Just thought she'd know. Thought she'd know everything about her precious Dr. Dekker. Sorry.
Yeah, that is a
We
problem
didn't
I
speak
have
that
found
much.
in the dating world.
But
You
she
have to
was
stab
a
the
lot
potato.
like the other woman.
Um,
So much control over someone who
a
was
lot of
supposed to be
dudes do
her
really come on
superior.
super, super strong, and to me, that's a super big turnoff. You know, just
Valentine's Day
get
was
to know
awful.
me. You know what I mean? Have fun,
I
joke
had
around,
a
laugh.
bit of an accident with a creme brulee
It just went to
torch.
therapy.
I had to spend
You know,
the night
just
waiting
be
in
normal.
A&E.
You don't like try to move in with me by the
I
second
melted a
date. You know what I
nail
mean?
to
It's
my
like,
finger. It hurt a lot. I needed
yeah,
stitches.
yeah. What guys think passes
It's all
for
fine now,
proper
though.
conversation these days is horrendous. But you know, it is what it is. Okay, we're done with Scarlet. Who the fuck is Glenn? Oh God, my hillbilly neighbors are lighting off fireworks already. Hold on. Oh God, who is this dude now?
Sorry.
You're gonna hear my dog
I'm Glenn.
barking in the background because my hillbilly neighbors are
I didn't
lighting off
expect to be
fireworks
here.
already.
I was looking for the men's room.
He was looking for the men's room? Is that what he just said?
Like I said, I was in the green room. You know, that new restaurant in town.
That's his opening
Actually,
line?
do something.
That's awesome.
Done. Sorry.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I was in the middle of a date and needed the restroom, and here I am.
So, I'm so confused.
Sorry, you're not familiar with my case. I stepped through the restroom door into your office. Sometimes when I go through a door, it opens to another place.
What the fuck is going on with this split screen weirdness right now?
No, I shouldn't imagine she did that. I didn't even pass through the waiting room. Besides, it's lunchtime, she won't be there. No, not really. But it's lunchtime, and you don't normally see patients now.
Hey,
Well,
quiet.
Dr. Dekker didn't normally see patients now. Dr. Dekker was crazy. I arrived late to the party. Apparently, he was a fine, upstanding citizen before. I don't know what changed him. Of the few sessions I had with him, he'd observed me walking through doors.
Yeah.
I'd walk through a door and
I
I'd disappear.
really don't participate in social media
Then I couldn't
very
get
much
back.
because I just...
The session was
it's too much
£150
for me.
either way. So I paid that for a couple of
I'm
times and
happy
then
to stay on
decided
my
it was a bad
Discord
idea.
with the selected people that are there, and
As you can see,
I
it's
have
still
Twitter.
happening.
God, Fab, how do I even describe it? Let me tell you how the developers describe this game. I describe it as a hot, epic dumpster fire, but I am a psychiatrist.
I'm still vanishing from one place to
There
another.
was another psychiatrist, Dr. Dekker, who one of his patients stabbed him with a paper thingy from his desk and killed him. Now I'm a new psychiatrist, and I'm interviewing all his patients, because I guess they're all now my patients, trying to figure out which one of them killed him. There's 16 different endings to the game based on the choices that I make, and this game is horrific. I think that about sums it up.
Dad died. He was on his deathbed.
And each one of these people has some weird thing. Like, one of them thinks she's a mermaid. One of them stabbed her husband and thinks she has reanimation abilities. One of them thinks he can stop time for an hour a night. It's like the pathetic version of the X-Men.
So
yeah, I don't have any of that Downing. The only thing I have is Twitter. And the only thing I have Twitter for is, like, when I go on my trips or, like, when I stream.
Stoic.
That's it.
Yeah, tuberculosis in his lungs.
If you need to find me, 99.999% of the time, I'm on Discord.
Nobody knew until the end.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, Fab.
I never got to say I loved him.
Yeah, my freaking neighbors are, like, lighting off all these fireworks right now.
Maybe.
It's not even the 4th of July yet. I live with a bunch of next to a bunch of hillbilly rednecks.
It's messy. It's bad.
Apparently they don't know what day it is.
Really at all.
I know, I saw you. You got timed out.
They called me as next of kin, said I should come in if I wanted to say goodbye. I did love him. He just broke everything. No. I hadn't seen him for so long. I just let it all out. I screamed, I shouted, I punched the walls.
Yeah, I think it's anything over 5 or 6 in a row.
Do you know what he said?
It'll warn you.
Sorry. Over and over again. Like he really meant it.
The only people that are allowed to do, like, excessive emojis are my mods or me.
You really meant
I'm sorry,
it.
my mods, my Swedish Mafia, and then me.
When I was exhausted, he smiled at me. Like he cherished me. Like he'd been waiting to say sorry. Waiting for forgiveness.
Okay, I like the crazy people better. This guy's not very crazy.
I didn't get to. I didn't get to say I loved him.
It's kind of boring. I want to play another 6-round Russian roulette with that one guy.
He just said when one door closes, another opens. And then he died. What does he think of me?
Cool story, bro.
All those years, thinking I was the bigger man. It turns out he was.
Yeah, I joined Facebook
There's no going back, is there, Doctor?
a while ago, but I don't know. All I got on there was, like, people that I didn't talk to in high school that, like, were like, hey, how are you? And I was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
How?
Hey.
How do I go back?
I don't know. How do you go back? Stop feeling guilty.
I hadn't thought of that. I've just been thinking when I open a door, it goes somewhere else in the present. Not in the past. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. I'll try that. Now. I'll try that now.
I got a door he could open. It's the one that gets him the fuck out of my office. That's the door he can open. Holy crap. Oh, God. Wait.
I'm feeling good.
Nathan.
I ran into one of your other patients. Mariana. She's beautiful. I think we might go on a date.
Oh, God. Now he's all into Mariana.
Temazepam is the same sleeping pill Dr. Dekker prescribed me. Why would he mix those with alcohol? People are such idiots. Which reminds me, that truck driver died.
What truck driver?
Alcohol isn't something I usually notice on people until they're slurring and weaving around. Was Dr. Dekker an alcoholic? Probably. I never saw him drink, though. The truck driver that ran into Hannah. He was divorced, apparently. He killed himself. He mixed sleeping pills with alcohol, too.
Okay, so somebody
He died in his
killed him.
garage. I read it in the paper. He'd been drinking. Then he took the sleeping pills. Then he went into his garage and put the hose pipe through his window.
I'm
Not
very
until he put his
selective
daughter
about
to
who
sleep
I
first.
spend my time with online. You know, I don't trust anybody because
It's one of those
everybody always
newspaper
wants
stories
something
you
from
read,
me.
and you hope it says
But
he
the
leaves
people
behind
that I
his
surround
wife
myself
and
with, my
7-year-old
mods,
daughter.
and the people that I'm friends with
His daughter
online,
was in the car.
you know, I trust those people.
Do you know I wrote him a letter?
Yeah, Fab is hella smart.
Dr. Dekker told me one of the ways to get through my grief would be to write a letter to the truck driver.
That's why I'm so lucky I have him.
I tried to forgive him. I know it was my fault. But the thing that made me feel best was blaming him. I think maybe he killed himself because of me. Do you think I'm to blame, Doctor? His daughter's picture was in the paper. Molly.
I didn't know Molly was going to be in this game. Tell me
Ever
about
since
Molly.
I saw a picture in the paper, I've started thinking I could see her. Out of the corner of my eye.
I got a trophy called
Like
Slightly
she's
Mad.
watching me. Crazy, right?
Why is there... That was creepy. Did you see the girl on the left-hand side of the screen?
What are you trying to do most? Cure his patients or find out who killed him? It's been nice chatting with you. Don't get me wrong. But I can't help but feel you're mainly interested in finding out about the old doctor. I suppose you already know Dr. Dekker thought one of his patients was trying to kill him. He told me in one of our sessions, which was later rewound, that someone had been leaving him messages on his prescription pad. Not good messages.
Why does he have his shoes off?
He didn't tell me anything specifically. Just death threats. It was one of his many rants. I just sat there quietly, hoping he wasn't going to try and hypnotize me again. I asked him if it was a boy or a girl's handwriting. He said he knew who it was, and that they'd be in trouble. I think he was bluffing. I can't really explain it, but she seems like such a friendly person. I think the police are barking up the wrong tree. I think I've probably said too much. It's probably not the same girl anyway. Please do. I wish I could believe you. My solicitors assured me that I wouldn't have to discuss anything about my trial with you, so I'm not going to. Concentrate on my state of mind, and let me worry about other things.
What? I'm the therapist. Oh, God.
Hilda died last night.
Oh, it's the
I was there.
HSK.
Well,
Kelly's here.
I was there as her daughter. It was nice. She had a good death.
This one thinks
She
she's a
got to say
shapeshifter.
what she wanted to say. Hilda was Hilda to the end. I was the doting daughter. Don't worry, everything's going to be okay. I love you, Mum. Then Hilda, with almost her last breath, looks me straight in the eye and says, "Don't let them take Amelia."
Who the hell's Amelia?
Most people have taken sleeping pills at some time or another, haven't they? It's probably quite easy to get hold of them. Although, I have to get a doctor to sign the prescription if I need any at work. It's probably the same for Jaya. Dr. Dekker drank a bit. I mean, I didn't say anything about it, but well...
Media's
it's
not a
very
fan of
professional,
Elon.
is it?
The HSK.
I mean, it's not like he
yeah,
was
HSK.
drunk. Must be very stressful being a therapist. Do you find it stressful, Doctor?
I find it very, very tedious.
Maybe you're just tired then. You should get some rest. Jaya seems really nice. I don't know why she'd want to work in a place like this.
That's kind of rude.
I just mean, get all these weird people coming here.
Yeah, yourself included, sweetheart.
I've met some of them out in the waiting room. I know they're just people, but a couple of them have seriously given me the creeps. She's a slightly older one, isn't she? Always well dressed? Yes, her. I'm pretty good at picking up on people's energy, and hers is cold. Actually, I think I sort of know her. Claire Castleford, isn't it? Apparently, she attacked her husband or something. I think of Dr. Dekker every time one of my patients dies. It makes me remember how he didn't care about his mum. He was a good therapist. He was a lousy son. I was angry at Dr. Dekker. Hilda's daughter, she's in Australia, so fair enough. Maybe she really couldn't get over
But
to
an
see
important
her.
one, Fab. You don't
But
want to
Dr.
be
Dekker's
gumming the
mum
honey
was
buns.
dying literally on the other side of town, and he just couldn't be bothered. I shifted for her, but in a way, I wish I hadn't, because it let Dr. Dekker off the hook, you know? I didn't realise how little he cared until I told him the news.
You can't gum Cheez-Its unless you want to, you know. Oh my god, look at all these questions.
You've never seen me angry, have you, Doctor? Don't say things like that when you don't mean them. It causes upset.
Oh, poor girl's gonna be angry.
Amelia's Hilda's doll. She used to have about 9 or 10 of them, all
Oh,
glassy-eyed
Nightbot's my
and
biggest fan.
creepy looking, with frilly dresses and curls. All over her room they were.
Look at you,
In the
Daddy's
end,
got 6 hours
we had to
in
get
already.
rid of them. They weren't very hygienic. But we let her keep one, and that was Amelia. I'm keeping her safe until I can pass her on to Hilda's daughter. Maybe she'll fly over for the funeral. I don't know. Are you okay, Doctor? You look a bit pale. Yes, I told Dr.
As
Dekker.
long as it... Holy shit,
Most other
media,
people
62
wouldn't believe
hours.
me, but
Holy
he did.
crap.
In fact, he cared far more about the
Oh, at least it
shifting than
gets
he
done,
did about
Fab.
his mum
That's all that
dying.
matters. What's wrong now, Kelly?
For a moment, I thought he might cry. Just for a split second. But he didn't. He just carried on with our session. I wish I knew what went on there. Jaya probably knows. She spent quite a long time with Sarah when she visited. Yes, once. I wanted to show him what I could do so he could see for himself. I took his hand. I told him to think of a loved one.
Yeah, Downing,
And then
Fab's in Sweden. He's
there
6
was
hours
nothing.
ahead of us.
I mean, literally nothing. Just an empty void. The only thing
You're
I could
welcome,
feel
media. Thank
was
you.
his hand holding mine. I'm pretty sure without that I'd have... I'm not sure I could have made it back. Terry hasn't been into work for a few days. I hope there's nothing wrong with her. Terry and I are never going to be best friends, but
I think
wouldn't
she
wish
did
her
something to
ill.
Terry because Terry's like MIA now.
I referred myself because of Dr. Dekker's mother. Was I supposed to have a letter?
Okay, are we done with everybody now? Thank God. Who's this chick?
You said you'd help me with my
Oh,
problem.
that's Mariana.
But he's still here. Dr. Dekker. He wants me to kill people.
He wants them to follow me to the sea, to the creature.
What creature? What is she talking about?
It eats them. It's getting stronger. Dr. Dekker says when it's strong enough, it's going to walk again. That's why I black out.
Media. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of her either. This one is crazy
He
pants.
doesn't want me to know.
They're all crazy pants, but...
He doesn't want me to remember. I'm feeding a beast that wants to eat us all.
Uh-huh.
You've got to tell me, Doctor. You have got to tell me the truth.
What truth?
You're dreaming, but your dreams are the truth. Don't forget me when you wake. I don't know how I'm in your dream, but now we're together. Let's play a game.
Or is this going to turn into a Saw movie now?
I say a word, you say a word. Ready?
The slutty mermaid.
Guilty. Murderer. That's a good doctor. Now, just give me those 3 little words and I'll let you go.
I love you? I have to tell this bitch I love her? I don't love her.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
you do.
No, I don't. Oh, for the love of Christ.
You rang my doorbell.
The truck driver
The little girl.
killed himself.
David is weird.
Like she's watching me.
I need to put David
Molly.
out of his misery.
Is it okay to steal things?
Sleeping tablets.
Fingerprints?
Dead bodies.
I saw Jessica.
Should I kill David?
Hilda died last night.
Do you think I should tell her about
Psychokinetics?
the photos?
Dr. Dekker seemed to like a drink.
Bit of a drinking problem.
It's probably the same for Jaya.
One of his patients was trying to kill him,
He lent me some money.
leaving him messages.
Creature.
Yes, that's why I try to
Flesh.
entertain
I
Fab with the worst dreams
teleported.
possible.
You have that dream, Doctor?
Alright, insanity, please. Serenity now!
Oh,
Oh, God, it's your favorite person, media.
Doctor. You look. Huh. There's something I need to tell you. I can't find Dr. Dekker's prescription pad anywhere. I'm not sure when it went missing, but I don't remember seeing it for a while. Yours is there, but I'm scared one of the patients may have got their hands on it. Let me know if you find it, anyway, and ask me about Mariana later. I've got news.
Why would someone steal Dr. Dekker's prescription pad? I didn't even know he had one.
He's a doctor. Of course he has one.
I prefer actions over words, Doctor. You know that.
Why are you, like, being slutty on my couch?
Wow. That's a low blow, Doctor. And after all our sessions, I'm not a thief. Even the loan, that was
I just want to brush her hair.
unfortunate.
It's just a hot mess.
Dr. Dekker asked for his loan back after diagnosing me as sane. In his opinion, my blackouts and everything else were fictional. He had no proof, of course, either way, or I'd be cured, but he asked for his money back, and I didn't have it.
Lily, stop barking.
Why would I do that? Dr. Dekker transferred our loan agreement to Claire at Castleford. She bought him out.
Yes,
I owe
she does,
her the money
Media.
now. I don't know why she did it, but Dr. Dekker got repaid, and now my agreement is with Claire. You should ask her. I'm fine, Doctor. I went to the beach, swam under the sea, and returned to tell the tale. No blackouts. Nothing.
I don't trust her at all.
I don't dream, Doctor. I haven't dreamed for years now. Yeah.
I did say that was a dream, didn't I? Is it easier to swallow, knowing it's the truth? The truth is, I'm not like you, Doctor, or anyone else. I can swim to the bottom of the ocean for hours, and people follow me.
On social media?
Even if it's the last thing they do. People follow me into the sea. I don't force them, they just follow to see the creature. I'm not sure what you'd call it.
Yeah, she's like a psychotic little
A
mermaid.
wisp? A star? It's so bright and warm and loving. I don't know why it leaves me. It only wants the others.
So she's got a murderous
It
starfish?
feeds on them.
I'm so confused.
When I look down, I black out. But if I can just keep looking forward, no blackouts. I can just swim back to the top when it's finished. You really want to know? If I look down, it's writhing, just limbs of people from the clubs and the bars. Not just from this week, but last week, last month, last year. They all look terrified, but somehow still alive. The creature. It's all inside them, poking holes through them that they shouldn't have.
I don't know what the hell she's on,
Them.
but she needs to get off of it.
Slowly. The missing people. That's where they go. I don't know I'm doing it. I swear I don't, Doctor. The creature. I hear it. It's hungry. Nobody can know. It's our secret. It's our secret. What will you tell people, that I'm feeding people to
Yes,
a creature
that's what she
at the
believes.
bottom of the ocean?
Demonic starfish.
What proof do you have?
Is that a Limp Bizkit song? Oh no, that's
You
the
can't
chocolate
tell
covered
on me.
starfish in the hot dog flavor water.
You know what you do to
Yeah,
me.
I see that, Fab. What happened to it?
When you
Please
visit.
resurrect it. Be like Claire. Stab
I
it
let
and
you
then
do it
resurrect
because
it.
sometimes I'm ashamed of what I've done. You make me feel like I deserve it. You get inside me, Doctor,
Oh Jesus.
and it hurts.
That sounds sexual. I did.
And you don't care.
What?
I can't explain what happened with John. He followed me back from the bar that night and swam with me under the ocean. I blacked out. He'd gone. You must have read about John in the news. He was a local student who went missing. He was a looker. And he had a way with words, but he was also a cheat. The creature liked eating him a lot. But I can't explain what happened next. I left him to be eaten. And the next morning, he turns up in my bed at my house. He's not wet at all. No signs he's been in the sea, but he has holes in him.
So John's like Swiss cheese in her bed?
Holes.
Yeah, he's like Swiss cheese. Holy John.
His inside.
Wait, she said John.
Outside.
Wasn't John the guy from the bunker?
Just a ball of tangled worms. And now they're blaming me, but you knew that, Doctor, didn't you? That's why I'm here.
This bitch is cray cray.
They think I killed John.
Yeah.
John and some others.
Yeah.
They need to know whether I'm insane or not.
I'm gonna say yes.
My lawyer. He says I'm insane, but that he needs you to rubber stamp it.
I'm gonna do more than rubber stamp it. You
Do
gonna put you in a
think I'm
rubber
insane,
room.
Doctor?
Her and the chocolate covered starfish and the hot dog flavored water over here. Alright, are we saying yes or no? I'm gonna say ask her if she killed John.
No. The creature killed John. I told you how grateful I'd be. But you need to fix my problem first. If they try me as sane, I'll be in prison for a long time. And then, how would you get your reward, Doctor?
My reward would be seeing you in prison. Because you are crazy.
She's the woman that took over the loan I had with Dr. Dekker. You're a naughty one, Doctor. You know you visited my home. Why do you keep denying it? Don't you remember? That's a shame. You had fun. If you can't remember, I'm certainly not going to enlighten you.
Uh-huh. Oh, thank God we're done with her. Oh, but I'm gonna... Sorry, media, I have
I've been
to.
reviewing your files. I know, I'm sorry, a bit naughty. But have you considered that Mariana may have murdered Dr. Dekker because of the money she owed him? She had most to gain. She got all the money if he died. And it makes most sense, doesn't it?
Fab.
I'm worried about you, Doctor. You seem quiet and, well, it's just your fingerprints on the bottle. Maybe you touched it by accident? You didn't know him, did you? If there's something you're not telling me, I need to know. I know you both graduated in the same year from the same university, but Cambridge is a big place. If you were friends with him, I'm not sure I can trust you anymore. I'm so worried.
Uh-huh.
You just seem a little different from the person who turned up all those weeks ago. You don't talk to me as much as you did. You flitter between patients in a daydream. Tell me what things are bothering you.
What is she, psychiatrist now?
Who measures sanity or insanity? One man's philosopher is another man's fool. I'm keeping an eye on you. I won't let you go crazy.
Tag everyone, but don't tell them what it is.
I think I'm okay with the grief now. My mother died suddenly, and I think I was projecting Dr. Dekker's death to be about her. I know they're not related.
Yeah, media doesn't like Jaya.
My mother died suddenly, like Dr. Dekker. For her, though, it was different. She burst into flames. I was 7. They said she must have been smoking and drinking on the sofa, but she doesn't smoke or drink. Professor Alderby said it was spontaneous combustion. Dr. Dekker's prescription pad is still missing. I'll let you know if it turns
Really?
up.
I haven't changed anything on the channel. Hang on.
I didn't know anything about that. If I have any grievances with my employer, I spit in their coffee. I hope that's how you like it.
For some reason, it's grayed out. I don't know why. Alright, I changed it again.
Don't become like Dr. Dekker. I think that somebody killed him because he was using them. There's some footage I can't show you because it would affect you too much. Suffice to say, when Mariana told him she could breathe underwater, he wanted the same power for himself. So instead of trying to cure her of it, he'd try and amplify it to see how it worked, so he could imagine it for himself. I think he did that with all his special patients. I think he wanted all of their powers. If you believe in that sort of thing. Any patient who presented with psychokinetic issues, they were his special patients. Towards the end, he began ignoring all the other cases. Most of the patients saw it as a curse, what they were experiencing, what they were unwittingly doing. Dr. Dekker saw it as an ability, a power to be harnessed and used for, well, God knows what he was going to use it all for. So he made them give in to it, and it consumed them, consumed all of them. Whether you believe any of that or not is your choice, but they did, which made them angry. And that's why I think he was murdered by a patient. It's not your job to find out who the murderer is. It's the police. You can only point them in the right direction. Murder is a means to an end. There's a lot more going on here you should be thinking about. A fictional space god that's resting at the bottom of the Atlantic. It's not likely, is it? Or maybe you think it is. Have you spoke to Mariana today?
Unfortunately, I have.
Your patients will always be a bother, but you're caring for people. We do still care, don't we, Doctor?
No, we really
In a few
don't.
weeks' time, there'll be a whole new bunch of faces with a whole new bunch of quirks. Let's not have a whole new doctor, shall we?
I can't stand Jaya. Oh, thank God we're done with her.
I'm good. I feel better. Last session, that was all negative. I don't want to be like that. I made you something. A little thank you.
I'm not
Being so
eating
nice.
anything she made. You are...
They're cookies.
No, thank you. Nuh-uh. No.
What about the prescription pad? Someone was sending Dr. Dekker death threats. Had no
I just
idea.
get a trophy called
You
part-timer.
never said anything to me
I
about
don't even
it.
understand that.
Yes, I took it. I had to.
Why did you have to?
Dr. Dekker told me he could use it to take away my gift.
Uh-huh.
I'm a happy person. And really, what's the point of being miserable? It doesn't matter what's going on at work or anything. Happy is the only goal. Max told me that. I think some footballer might have said it. I told you about Max, right? Didn't I mention him before? I told you about Max, right? Didn't I mention him before?
No, you didn't.
Yes, but you don't know the whole story. Max is 77.
What the hell?
He was one of my patients. I thought he was dying, so I shifted for him. Became an old sweetheart of his, apparently. Only Max didn't die. He actually got better somehow. And then he came and asked me to do it again.
Okay, this bitch is crazy.
Eleanor, her name was, or is. Like I say, he doesn't even know where she is now. But she obviously still loves him. When I shifted, I felt all fluttery and excited. It's so sweet, isn't it? Yes, Max and Eleanor had dinner on Valentine's Day. I felt a bit weird when he asked me. But he said he just wanted to have one more date with her and then he wouldn't ask me again. And to be fair, he was a perfect gentleman. I mean, I didn't want to have that conversation. I suppose he was just trying to cure me.
Yay!
I mean, I thought he believed that I could shift, but maybe
Fab
he didn't.
is amazing.
Maybe he was just humouring me the whole time.
She had geriatric sex.
I could never hurt
Oh my
anyone.
God,
You have to
no.
believe me, Doctor.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with the
You're very
permission on
welcome.
that.
The usual stuff. Flour, sugar, butter,
Arsenic.
chocolate chips, and my special ingredient. A little herbalist magic to give you some pep. You look like you need it.
Yeah, she's gonna poison me.
You can put herbal remedies in food. The effect's more subtle, but it does work.
Quote unquote herbal remedies.
Thing is, because Max didn't die, he saw me change back after I let go of his hand. There wasn't anything I could do about it. I don't know why Max didn't die. It usually works.
It usually works. What usually works? You killing people? Oh goody.
I'm
This
fine.
crazy bitch. Oh look, she's got an attitude
I
today.
killed David.
Oh good. She killed David again. Nice.
Again. Like you told me to. Anushka's fine, I would imagine. Her father came over to talk about the missing cat. It would have been an easier conversation had I not been splattered in blood and
Max dying
sweating
usually
like a
works, I
milk.
know, right?
It seemed like he wanted to give me a piece of his mind, but when he saw the state I was in, he fled. There were no police that turned up. I suspect I've got away with it, at least this second time.
So
Now, all
Fab,
that's
I'll get
left
you
is
caught
for
up with
you
this
to
chick.
write up my diagnosis.
She killed her husband with a steak knife, stabbed him. Then apparently claims that she has resurrection abilities and that she look at, she's got a knife. What the hell is going on over here? And so she resurrected her husband, and he's been living partially brain dead with her in some lake house. He can't even open doors. Then she asked me if she should put him out of his misery, so I told her to kill him again, and now I don't know what's going on.
That I'm not sound of mind. That I wasn't sound of mind when I killed David. It's up to you whether you want to mention
This
any
game
of
is
our other
such a train
conversations.
wreck.
I'm happy either way. With an axe.
Oh, she went with an axe this time.
I got him to put his head on the wood block. He didn't really
Yeah,
know what he
she's
was
super
doing.
uppity. She's very posh.
He trusted me. I cut off his head.
Like a chicken for dinner.
When I picked it up, he was smiling. Probably a muscle spasm. Oh, the continuing saga of Dr. Dekker. After he'd seen David and done his
Fab.
due diligence, he came up with an offer I couldn't refuse. Remember? The one I told you about when we first met. Dr. Dekker wanted me to reanimate him. He said he would kill David unless I agreed. He called me on Valentine's night. He promised to use a disposable phone so there would be no trace. I was supposed to come here, where I would find him dead, and then reanimate him. I agreed immediately. It seems that Dr. Dekker went through with his half of the agreement. But I forgot to turn up. I never saw Dr. Dekker's prescription pad. I imagine he kept it hidden away to stop people stealing it. I've already told you, I never saw his prescription pad, so of course I didn't write any death threats. It sounds like someone is trying to frame me. Who's trying to frame me, Doctor? Doctor, did I tell you about that time that I used the power of my mind to bring my husband back to life? I can't imagine what I'd do to the psychiatrist that double-crossed me.
Are you
But I'm
threatening
sure it
me?
would be fun. For me, at least.
Wrong move, bish.
Yes. Dr. Dekker threatened to kill David. That terrified me at the time. I still had hope that David would recover. I don't really know the girl, but I did buy out her loan from Dr. Dekker. I mainly did it to shut him up about it. But can you imagine having him as a creditor? That poor girl. I hope it didn't accrue anything more than interest.
Thank God.
I'm not feeling very well. I tried to sleep through the midnight hour, and I slept for 8 hours. When I woke up, it was looking at me. That thing was looking at me. Time was still frozen. But I can't escape it. I'm doomed. It knows what I did with Dr. Dekker. It's been taunting me. It wanted me to follow it, so I did. It brought me here, Doctor. Here. It thinks I killed Dr. Dekker. I'm sure of it. I took his body. It was me. I took it from the coffin because I didn't want him put in the ground. I don't know what I was going to do with him. I just didn't think burial would be enough. Maybe I would cremate him. But the body disappeared. If only he'd been cremated like you will be. I have a private tool shed at the graveyard.
Oh, God.
I moved his body in there before the burial. But when I came back, he'd gone. It was locked and he'd gone. How did that happen, Doctor?
Maybe Claire
How did Dekker
reanimated
do
him?
that? Perhaps. It had crossed my mind that Dr. Dekker perhaps resurrected himself.
Old cheddar.
Maybe he wasn't dead. Just sleeping.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he was probably dead.
If someone else moved Dekker, they'd had to have picked the lock, moved the body, and then locked up again. Why go to the trouble of locking up again?
To make you think you're batshit crazy?
It's not out of the question to think that Dr. Dekker teleported himself out of the tool shed. If I can do it, he probably can. That's the kind of thing I've been thinking. But the thing that's been following me, it can teleport too. I think the thing might be Dekker. Is the thing Dekker? I waved back at Jessica yesterday, and she smiled. It was bigger than normal. I think we may have made a connection, Doctor. The photos I have of her, I think I'm going to destroy them. They're my problem, not hers. I teleported back into the art gallery after our session, in the midnight hour. I replaced the painting, so I haven't stolen anything for a long time now. Perhaps a cheeky borrow best describes it.
A cheeky borrow.
I've tried to avoid my extra hour. I tried to sleep through it. I did try one thing. I spied on you, Doctor. You have a strangeness, don't you?
What is wrong with these weirdos?
You live in the same house as Dr. Dekker.
Do I?
I spied on him several times, so I know the house very well.
That's kind of creepy.
You kept it almost entirely the same. Why did you live in the same house as Dr. Dekker? Is it a perk? Or you, Dr. Dekker?
Maybe I am Dr. Dekker. Fab.
Thought it might be a perk. I'm sorry I spied on you. I was just getting worried that you weren't who you said you were. Just some mannerisms. Strangeness. It's good you've adopted his dog, though. I'm not sure many people would have done.
What dog?
I didn't steal Dekker's pad. I didn't have to. If I wanted to use it, I could just teleport in here and steal a sheet. Why take the whole pad? Why be that obvious?
Um...
And so it is. You worried me then, Doctor. I thought you were starting to believe in the unbelievable, too. Well, kudos to whoever had the guts to do that. Wasn't me. What did they say? You've piqued my interest now. I tried to sleep through my extra hour. I didn't want to face it. That thing has been taunting me. I wish I was still religious. The thing that's following me, it doesn't have a face. I saw it close up when it was standing over me. It has no face, no eyes, no mouth, no nothing. Inside its hood is just space. Just a black hole.
Maybe it's like the Grim Reaper. Oh, thank God we're done with him.
I think you know who killed Dr. Dekker, so you're going to have a good day. Can we talk a bit about hypnotism, though?
Why?
I've heard you can plant key words in people when they're hypnotized. How would I know if I had any? I think that the hypnotism didn't take, but maybe Dr. Dekker did hypnotize me.
That's
and it
weird.
did work.
You got spooked.
And he told me to think that it didn't.
We already knew you had spooks, though.
I think I found
Or a
one of the key
spook.
words.
I think you have a spook.
I can't say what it is. I don't want to trigger it. I was on the phone to my dad last night, and he said something, and boom, I fell asleep. Normally I wish that kind of thing would happen, but it just happened. I phoned him back. I thought it was seconds, but it was an hour later. I asked him what he'd said. He'd watched some NASA program. He was reading off planets. It was one of them.
You are the spook. I am the spook. Oh my God, so I just said Saturn and he just... What the fuck just happened? I guess that's his trigger word? What the hell? What thing? What thing did you see? I missed a thing.
I don't want it to be triggered.
I'm gonna try all the planets.
Pluto's not a planet, is it? And why are you even trying?
They updated this game.
So he did plant me with something. I have absolutely no idea. Did you find out what the key word is? What is it? No.
What
Don't
thing
say
did you
it.
see, Fab? Now
Write
I'm
it down
curious.
for me. And thank you. You know, there's something I've not been telling you. It's about time travel.
Oh God, here we go. Quantum leap.
This might feel like the darkest timeline, but it's not my darkest timeline. I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. I'd look at one of your other patients. Or maybe even your assistant.
Yeah, I think Jay is one of them.
His prescription pad's missing. The one with all the death threats on it. Do you think the murderer took it to cover their tracks? I suppose it could be a coincidence, but I'm guessing whoever murdered Dr. Dekker stole his prescription pad.
That was Mariana.
I read a book about time travel. I thought what was happening to me was a type of time travel. I couldn't control it, but at the end of each day, I would travel back in time to the beginning and live it over again. I'm like Doctor Who, but I don't have a TARDIS, and I can't choose what time
I don't have
go
a
to.
TARDIS. That's fucking
Except
awesome.
once. The doctor said she was legally still alive. The only thing they could do was starve her. Hannah didn't die in the accident the first time around. It was worse than death. She wouldn't have wanted that. I was looking at a photo from around the time of the accident. I had a lot of alcohol, which I think was probably necessary. I jumped back to the junction. I started pulling out, but the lorry was already on us. I drove into the lorry to make sure. I didn't wake up in hospital. Because I woke up the next day, present day. Things had changed. Her obituary changed in the press clippings I kept. It said she was killed instantly. Nothing else changed. Her family seemed to hate me more, which is ironic because the first time around, they pulled her off life support. So I saved them the indignity. Now they just think it was my careless driving that caused her death. Things have been interesting. Thanks to Mariana. We went on a date. Well, sort of. She texted me this bar she was going to, and I
She's
just
gonna
turned
kill
up.
him. He's gonna end up with holes in him.
I was transfixed most of the night. Next thing I know, I'm lying in my bed, at home. The room's spinning. The day moved forward. In fact, every night I go and watch Mariana dance, the day moves forward. Do you think Mariana likes me? Thanks, Doctor. That's what I'm hoping. I'm at peace with Hannah now. I couldn't save her. And I'll keep trying, but I must move forward. I did kind of ask you not to talk about this anymore, but I suppose you're not taking notes. I haven't been lying. As far as everyone's concerned, she died in that car accident. Instantly. I didn't have time. I jumped back to the split second the accident happened. The truck was already on us. I swerved left the first time, so I tried right. If I could have saved her, I would have done. I didn't want her to die.
I just mean when I shift. They see their loved one and say what they have to say, and then there's nothing stopping them from moving on. Why? What did you think I meant?
Alright, I think we're done with everybody. Oh, I can accuse somebody. Alright. Who do we want to accuse? I'm going to accuse Jaya. I'm going to say... I want to say it was either her, or her. Aw, Fab! You're too nice, Fab! Everybody hashtag Fab. Alright, who do you guys want me to accuse? Fab! You didn't have to do that. That's so sweet of you. Alright, who do you guys want me to accuse? Who should I say killed Dr. Dekker so we can end this friggin' nightmare? Fab, you're so sweet. You're gonna make me tear up. I need to like make sponsor emojis, like different tiers. I haven't gotten around to that yet, so I just used a little DG one. I'm gonna say green. You wanna say Jaya? Alright, let's go with Jaya.
Doctor, we've had a bad day, haven't we?
Oh yeah, there's emojis.
If you think
in there,
I'm
so I forgot
guilty,
about the
then one
emojis.
of your patients must have you just where they want you. I'll forget this.
There's a oh hi mark in there, one for you, Fab.
And go and
I
put
made
the
for you.
kettle on, and perhaps you can have a lie down or something.
Alright, so who else can I ask? Oh wait, I can go back. I knew you were gonna like that one. Okay, no question for her. No. Alright, I guess I have to accuse somebody else. Go with her?
I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. If anything, I'm guilty of not bringing him back to life. And that's manslaughter at best. Good luck proving my talent, Doctor.
Well, the only other one, let's go with her.
I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. I can see why you may have thought that because of the money I owed him. But I wouldn't murder somebody to make a debt disappear. That's not something normal people do, is it? Besides, I was growing on him. I think if we'd have had more time together, he would have seen I am a sound investment. What do you think, Doctor?
I don't think you're a sound investment. Alright, so who else do I have left? Crazy Pants over here?
No, you've got it all
She
wrong.
did steal the pad.
I'm not a murderer. I'm a good person. I help people. Why would I want to kill Dr. Dekker? Without him, I'd never have started shifting. Anyway, I had the prescription pad just in case, so there was no reason for me to kill him. I'm really shocked you thought it was me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dr. Dekker deserved to die.
It was him!
I'm not saying I did such a thing.
No, it wasn't. Damn
Not
it.
something that I would confess to now whilst being recorded. But I'm happy to reaffirm that his death was necessary. Well, more than death, really. If I only knew where his body had gone. Now I can't be sure. I can't be sure that he's absolutely dead. The girl, chained in his basement. She'd most definitely have killed him given half the chance. I suppose if I'd teleported into his office one night to write myself a prescription and had run into Dr. Dekker himself, that I might have killed him then and there with the nearest available weapon. And in doing so, would be accoladed as the hero, not the villain that you're making me out to be. But we shall see, Doctor.
So I'd have to, like,
We
I have to
shall
accuse
see.
everybody?
Good luck catching a man who can teleport when he wants to, though.
I'm very
Or
confused.
maybe you don't think that I can.
I don't think that you can. Holy shit! What the hell just happened? I caught the killer! Yes! The train wreck is over! What about my patients? What about me? Good question. Insanity. He poofed. He
So I've
did
got a new
poof.
dog, a basset hound. She's got these big floppy ears and a really sad face. You know, even sadder than I look. Ginger. I call her Ginger. She's a rescue. But since I've had Ginger, I've never looked back. Literally. Not one day.
I'm not really sure what you'd call it. Mutually assured delusions? I think Dr. Dekker was projecting his weird fantasies on me, and it was just going to be easier to go along with it. To participate. I
I
feel
still want
much
to know what
better
happened
now
to
I know I
Dr.
didn't
Decker's
hurt
body,
anyone.
though.
I didn't hurt anyone. Did I?
It looks like Terry won't be coming back. She hasn't been in for a while, and I thought she just had a bug or something, but from what I've heard, it's not good. Apparently, she's in intensive care, and they can't figure out what's wrong with her. Well, I'm not going to lie. Work's much easier without her watching over me. Does that make me a horrible person?
There's no need to go over old ground. I understand. David died when I stabbed him, and everything else since, everything else that's happened, that was all me. David, Anushka's father, Iris. What's next for me, Doctor? How do we cure what I have? By all accounts, and thanks to a very unfriendly jury, it seems like we're going to have quite a lot of time to figure that out.
She's going away for a long time.
Ah, you must be the new doctor. And punctual, I see. I like that in a doctor. I think you're going to fit in just great around here. Oh, I forgot. I have a book for you.
No.
It's
no,
my
I'm not reading your
must-read
crazy
of all
pants
time,
book.
and by must read, I mean you must read it.
This game
Stop worrying,
was
Mr.
the most
Ashby.
epic train wreck, dumpster fire, clusterfuck
Yes,
that I've ever played
it
in
sounds
my entire
almost
life.
certain that you murdered your business partner,
And
but
it's over.
I can get you a temporary insanity plea. I'm a lawyer, not an agony aunt. Now, as I was saying to you before, you need to choose your particular strangeness before I can refer you. Once you have chosen it, don't waver. They have to believe what you're saying is true for it to work.
I know, right? What a weird freaking game this was. And I'm so glad I can now delete it off my PlayStation. Well, we finished it. It was bizarre, and I'm glad it's over. I think we're going to be stopping playing any kind of live action games going forward because they have all been horrible. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you again to Fab. That was awesome. You really didn't have to do that, but I appreciate you. I think we're going to be playing some Dead by Daylight with Fab, Mr. Banfan, and Hatchet with some of my mods tomorrow at about noon. So if you guys want to come and hang out, I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll see you later.